Ducati Street Fighter V2. Review hugely entertaining. Ducati's new 14,995-pound Street Fighter is a naked Panigale V2 with virtually nothing taken away, except for the fairing. And that's a very good thing because Bologna's baby superbikes have always had a sublime balance of power and handling, a bit like Suzuki's old GSX or 750. The Ducati Street Fighter V2 follows in the footsteps of its V4 sister, Alari, high-tech tour de force with a 205 brake horsepower MotoGP-derived engine, but that's also a bike that operates at such an otherworldly level it only makes sense on track. This is where the smaller version comes in. Ducati have had a baby Street Fighter in their stable before, and the V2 feels every inch a modern take on that brilliant 2012 848 version. It's just as nimble with a supermoto stance, but more powerful, refined, and thanks to modern riding aids, safer, too. Ride quality and brakes. The Street Fighter V2 uses the same cast aluminum airbox frame as the Panigale V2, not the V4's partial twin-spar frame, and shares its wheels, 17-liter fuel tank, tail unit, and fully adjustable show of forks and sax shock, albeit with more road-based damping settings. Monoblock M 4.32 Brembos and self-bleeding master cylinder are carried over, too, but the brake pads are less aggressive, but still powerful and free from unwanted ABS intervention. Styling and straight bars mimic the Street Fighter V4, but despite having no fairing, or wings, they're extra if you want them. The V2 weighs the same claimed 200 kilograms. Engine. Its 955 cubic centimeters V-twin Super Quattro engine is slightly detuned, simply because with its new nose it can't run the Panigale V2's gaping central air duct. It's down just 2 brake horsepower to 151 brake horsepower, and there's 2 lb-ft less torque, but it has a wide spread of easy-to-grab power, a hunger for revs, and a booming exhaust note from its underslung can. It's also Ducati's first twin with dedicated torque maps for groups of gears, so power delivery from first to third is slightly mellower than the upper cogs. Reliability and build quality. Build quality and attention to detail is excellent, and MCN's online owners' reviews for the virtually identical Panigale 959 and V2 show them to be mechanically and electronically reliable. Servicing costs are made more bearable with its 15,000-mile Desmo valve check intervals. Minor services are every year and 7,500 miles. Value versus rivals. From a performance and price point of view, the Ducati Street Fighter V2 sits nicely in the middle ground between a middleweight sports naked and full-blown big cube super naked. 15 grand is still a lot of money, but when you look at its equipment level, the way it's built, styled, and downright specialness, it's easy to justify. Equipment. There's no semi-active suspension, leans, and its 4.3 inches color TFT dash is on the small side, and doesn't have Bluetooth connectivity, but the Street Fighter V2 comes with everything else: Brembos, Pirelli Diablo Rosso 4 rubber, traction control and cornering ABS, with slide control, an up/down quickshifter, anti-wheelie, engine braking control, 3 riding modes, sport, road, wet, all with more road bias settings compared to the Panigale V2. Although its 4.3 inches color TFT display is small, perfectly formed and useful, you'd expect something a little bigger and with Bluetooth connectivity for the price.